Alrighty then, hello, how are you today? So I want to talk about some things, right? It's a little bit philosophical, not so technical this time. Um, Quite a few of you take offense at me wearing this on my head, and not for the reason that it looks funny or something like that, but simply because it reminds them on a certain corporation, and they automatically assume that I am somehow affiliated with them, or that I am one of their admirers of passionate users of their software, or anything else that they can frame in their heads as something negative. So immediately they jump on me with some negativity in the comments, right? And all of their negativity comes strictly from assuming. Okay, so this is deliberate, right? First of all, this is a prop, and I'm not explaining myself to anyone. I'm just saying this actually is a prop, because a lot of, let's say, normal people actually do click on my thumbnails because of this prop, and then they actually stay on my channel because of the content that I make, right? So the hat is nothing more than a little bit of how do I put it, something that draws attention, well, in the thumbnail, right? And it's not really much else than that, right? It's a part of the, let's say, a branding, but other than that, it's pretty useless. Like, genuinely, it is really, really useless prop. That being said, I think it's actually a very good one as a prop, simply because it automatically cleans out or cleans off. I'm not sure how you grammatically say this in English, but it kind of tends to filter out the people who get offended at stuff automatically without even asking a question, right? So this is good for me. I get less spam in my comments, right? And everyone is happy. It's good. I don't even like to moderate comments. I have never actually deleted any of the comments on any of my channels. Nor do I plan to do that ever. What you write in your comments, it is up to you. It is your account. It is your responsibility to do whatever you want, right, with your identity online, etc. Right. So from that perspective, I think we're all good. I'm gonna keep wearing my prop, and you can think about it whatever you like. We're good, very good. If you're one of those who thinks that, you know, this is something negative in your head, right? But nevertheless goes on to ask me about it, then kudos to you for asking first without bursting into flames first and foremost. So asking is a sign of intelligence, in my opinion, and I think it's an objective opinion. So that out of the way, there are some other things that I wish to discuss, and I'm getting to the actual topic very soon. Sometimes people tell me like, you should use CachyOS, and I'm like, why? Why? What is the point of such a comment? I mean, why would I switch away from Arch Linux if Arch does everything that I need? I don't get it. I'm one of those people who uses software with which I am happy, right? And I use it long time ago until a cut happens. And the cut is almost universally the fact that this software no longer serves my needs. That's how I switched from Debian to Arch. Not because Debian is bad, it's simply that Debian was no longer able to fulfill the role that I needed my operating system for, right? I still use Debian very much. I use it on all of my servers. I use it on my laptop, and it is a combination of like best of both worlds, right? Debian is fantastic. It's just that Arch is better for me at the moment. And I see no reason why I should switch to Cache. No reason whatsoever. Arch does everything I need. And this is where every discussion stops. Which finally brings me to a recent comment on my video, right? And the guy says, I don't like your web browser. So I just said thanks. Any recommendations? I want to have a conversation, right? Let's see where this leads. So the guy says, and I quote, a dude in red fedora reads Emacs documentation in proprietary web browser. I see you have Brave. Firefox LibreWolf is another option. Zen browser is a replacement for Vivaldi. You should stop keeping so many tabs open. There is this thing called bookmarks where you can save URLs for later. Okay, so this is a very good comment. I'm going to break it down to a couple of different subjects, right? The fact is that I do have Brave. The person has genuinely noticed this, that because I have it pinned on my taskbar. That is absolutely true, and I have been using Brave for roughly like half a year. And I have been pretty happy with that browser. It's free and open source. It is very good ad blocking experience out of the box. I don't have much to object. I have had some issues with the default theme and tabs not being very visible, but I just fixed that with another theme that I have downloaded, and I was happy for a while, like I would say more than half a year, and suddenly Brave deleted my bookmarks. They're gone, nowhere to be found. I have never in my life had this to happen to me unless I have deleted them deliberately or formatted my PC without backing them up or anything in between. This is the first time in my life that a web browser has deleted my bookmarks. They're gone. No, they are no more. And of course, I didn't back them up because why would I do that? I mean, it didn't feel. I do have them in another browser. To be honest, when I installed Brave, I just imported them from another browser, so they are still in another browser. But that doesn't excuse Brave from. I don't know how to call this. This is a bug, right? It deleted my bookmarks. I don't use Brave Sync, by the way. So I don't want to sync anything with Brave servers. It's none of the. This doesn't really require any explanations. I just don't want to. This is my decision. I want my bookmarks local, and they will stay this way. So I just asked around, right? And the first guy who answered me, what could this be, right? Told me that he also got his bookmarks deleted by Brave, and not just once, but more than once. And he worked, I wanted to say fixed, but he worked around this problem by using Brave Sync on more than one computer. So the way he does it, when Brave deletes his bookmarks, then he syncs them back from another Brave, which I guess is a solution. I'm not saying it's not. It's just not what I want to do. So my solution would be, I suppose, backing them up locally. It's just that it's the browser's job to do that, right? Browser is the one who should not delete my bookmarks and make some precautions for this not to happen. It's not like I have any corruption on my storage drive. It's just that Brave has decided to bug out and wipe my bookmarks. So I think this could be some kind of a sync related bug, but I don't use sync, so it might have triggered internally and pulled something from, I don't know, dev null. I'm just saying stupid shit, but you know what I mean by this. It's some kind of a bug, right? So this kind of prompted me, what I told you about not switching my software to anything new before the old software stops being good for me. And this was my trigger to see if there could be something else good out there for me. So I never really gave Vivaldi a proper chance because it's basically proprietary software, right? And this kept me away from even giving it a proper chance. And now I kind of came to a dead end where I tried a lot of browsers, and I still think Brave fits my needs the most if I disable all of its shit regarding Web3 and etc. But Vivaldi was kind of let's give it a try, right? It is proprietary, and this guy in the comments is absolutely correct that I should stay away from proprietary software, and I do agree with him, mind you. Stay away from proprietary software while there is equally good free software available. This is my motto as well, right? This is my mantra and the way I live my computing life. But I was using Firefox for a while. Not everything was perfect over there. I was using Brave for a while. Not everything was perfect over there. There isn't that many options, right? When he says, what did he say? Zen browser, LibreWolf. These are not actual browsers. This is just Firefox reskinned, stripped or whatever. This is still controlled by Mozilla. Mozilla is developing LibreWolf. Mozilla is developing Zen browser. It's not actually. You know where I'm going with this, right? It's I understand when you strip out some things that are not desirable from Firefox and give it another name. I understand that this is like a solid product, right? It's not that this team has developed this software. Mozilla made it, but they kind of stripped the bad stuff out of it, and now you have a clean just web, right, as a web browser. And I might end up on one of those browsers eventually, but I did want to give Vivaldi a fair chance to see how it actually fits my workflow. Is it good? Is it bad? Does it have some bugs that I couldn't really go over them? And does it do something better than free software browsers? I think it's relatively good to have this vision, this perspective, right, on both proprietary stuff and free software. Whether I would stick for a long time with Vivaldi, now we're never going to find out. But I'm just gonna go ahead and said it once again that the guy who left this comment absolutely is right about pretty much everything except my way of keeping like 50 tabs open at a time. I will never stop doing that. It's just the way I use a browser. I want to have 500 tabs open and not crash anything if I say so, okay? If I say so, the browser must be able to use 500 tabs. If it cannot do that, then it's not good. So I'm going to leave it at that. Whether I'm going to keep using Vivaldi or not, you're going to find out in one of my next videos. If I switch back to Brave, you're going to find out in one of my follow-up videos. Whether I'm going to go back to Gecko-based browsers, you're going to find out in one of my follow-up videos. Thank you for the comment, man, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.